It says, oh, we need the police, we shall provide accommodation. Now, along the way, they change they say, no, now police people should pay. We are already there.
The general has praised the community effort of working together with the police and has urged the police to move out of range.
It looks like a shop. And that's a police station. This is crazy, even if it was a police post. Because there is a structure. How a police post
early in their lives. And Geshumba was speaking at a reunion of former students of Masaka Secondary School, where he attended his high school.
Our education system in Uganda, it's dead and buried. It's in Uganda where you find a young girl who is interested in becoming a medical doctor, wasting her time reading literature. How does literature relate to a medical doctor? It's in Uganda where you find a young girl, she's interested in being a lawyer, and you are teaching her Amazon forest, prairies, rivers and beds. To me, it does not help. I'm appealing to you, when you go back for your holidays, talk to your parents. Tell them what you want to be. Don't allow them to force you. The best IT laboratory in this school, it has to be you, the students. It's very important that you take your studies seriously.
The students, Frank Ashriba, also from the Action for Awakening Uganda, spreading the gospel of skilling the country. A new trend of enlarging women's hips and bums is quickly catching on in Kampala, following the arrival of sexually attractive hips in just a few weeks. Now, these creams that cost much less than peels and other hip-enhancing surgeries are reported to have sold out in some retail outlets due to the high demand. NTV's Crystal Chamringa has filed that report for us.
A variety of hip enlargement creams that have come into the market have got some women in Kampala rushing to stores to buy them to acquire the hourglass figure that many men seem to find attractive. These gels that are labeled herbal promise to give its users the
On the next episode of Tuwaye with Banking Kabosi changes with Orange. Today changes with Orange.
Basajja ba mini bali bazibu nnyo kunoonya ku weekend. Era basajja ba mini nga MC oyinza ogiba wambako ku weekend. Nga on a whisker kubanga abaya akamalo kuvaawo bwati. Nabane bagguka. Ayambuka agende waabwe. Agenda okuliya ebiri emabega nga basajja bakoze eki? Bazave Mauritius. Kubanga yayita wano ku olwo saawa nga mmeka? Saawa zaalinga musatu awo we. Era yayitako ku kiyumba ano n'abuuza ku banankani, how are you? How are you? I think you are.
Get more on net minutes than on any other network while using Uganda's clear. Dial *134*1# to subscribe. Banking Kabosi changes with Orange. Today changes with Orange. Terms and
Welcome back from the break. This is NTV at 1 now. You might have heard of the protests in Brazil. That's ahead of the 2014 World Cup. But the latest is that the protests are still going on. But just meanwhile, before that, foreign ministers of the Friends of Syria group who are meeting in Qatar have agreed to provide urgent support to rebels who are fighting President Bashar al-Assad. And from Brazil, clashes are still taking place despite President Dilma Rousseff's attempt to respond to protesters' demands and halt the violence. Western and Arab countries have agreed to give urgent military support to Syrian rebels fighting President Bashar al-Assad and to channel aid through a Western-backed rebel military command. Ministers from 11 nations in the Friends of Syria group agreed to provide urgently all the necessary material and equipment to the opposition on the ground. The ministers also condemned the intervention of the Hezbollah militias and fighters from Iran and Iraq, demanding that they withdraw immediately from Syria. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry had earlier said that the group was committed to increasing aid to rebels through the Supreme Military Council of the Free Syrian Army to address the imbalance of the conflict. And elsewhere, about 150,000 anti-government demonstrators have taken to the streets in several Brazilian cities in opposition to bad public transport and healthcare, corruption, and the billions of dollars of spending on the World Cup preparations. Yesterday, police and protesters clashed in several isolated incidents. Calls to protest have also spilled over into social media, tweets, Facebook, comments, and thousands of pictures posted